This is the new Beehaus from Omelette, and whether you've got a back garden or a city rooftop like this, it makes beekeeping straightforward and enjoyable. The first thing you notice about a beehouse is that it looks quite different from traditional hives, which were originally designed for commercial beekeepers. No one has really looked at it from a back garden or a hobby beekeeper's point of view. The Beehaus is really the first beehive designed for people who just want to keep 1 or 2 colonies for the pleasure and of course for the honey. The Beehaus is raised up off the ground on these sturdy legs. It means that when you're inspecting your bees, it's at a comfortable working height. The Beehaus is really 2 hives in one. You've got an entrance at this end and another one at this end. It's actually the equivalent size of 2 national hives side by side. And what this means is that you have the space and therefore the flexibility to manage one colony throughout a year. The Beehaus comes with this handy device, which you can use to completely block an entrance by sliding in here. Useful if you're only using 1/2 of the hive, or by turning it around, it also doubles as a wasp guard by reducing the size of the entrance and makes it easier for the bees to defend against wasps. The reason why I'm wearing the full beekeeping gear, protective suit and gloves, is because there is a colony inside this Beehaus. They've been in there for just over a year now. Hopefully they're in full swing, so let's take a peek inside. Before we open the hive, we're just going to smoke the bees to calm them, and it's really easy to use. We're using liquid smoke. We just do a couple of squirts into the hive here, and then we're going to do a couple underneath as well. So to take the lid off, I'm just going to release the bungee from there, front and back, and then gently lift up. The lid insulates and protects the hive from the wind, rain, and the cold. But these cover boards actually seal the hive and also mean that you can inspect just parts of the colony without exposing them all at once. So here they are, working away. Let's lift this frame up and have a little look. These are the brood frames, and you get 10 of these with the Beehaus. And on one of these frames is the most important bee of all, the queen. The Beehaus comes with 4 supers. This is where the bees store the honey, and they fit on top like this. And in the supers, we put the super frames, and your Beehaus comes with 10 of these, complete with foundation. Hopefully in a few months' time, it should all look like this, full of lovely honey. With the supers on, we just replace the cover board. The last thing to do is put the bungees on. If that's inspired you to become a beekeeper, then you can get everything you need, including a colony of bees, directly from Omelette.